Hello learners, welcome to our lesson. We are in lesson 6 of quadratic expressions and equations. So today we are looking at how we can form and solve quadratic equations. So example 1, we are told form quadratic equation in the form of x squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0 from the following roots. Now in our previous lesson we saw that when you solve quadratic equation, those solutions are called roots of that quadratic equation. So you can be given the roots, you form the quadratic equation. So what we do, we take this one, x is equals to 4, take 4 the other side, it is positive, it will be negative, so you'll have x minus 4 is equals to 0. Then this one, take this negative to the other side, you'll have x minus plus 2 is equals to 0. So you can put them under brackets. Then what we do, you multiply this one with this one, then you equate them to 0. So you'll have x minus 4 multiplied by x plus 2 is equals to 0. So then you expand this one, you multiply this bracket with this bracket. So you say x multiplied by everything in this bracket, that will be x plus 2. Then negative 4 multiplied by everything in this bracket, that will be x plus 2 is equals to 0. So if you open the brackets, this will be x times x, that is x squared. Then x times 2, that will be plus 2x. Then negative 4 times x, that will be negative 4x. Negative 4 times 2, that will be negative 8 is equals to 0. So add these two, get x squared. Then plus 2x minus 4x, that will be minus 2x. Minus 8 is equals to 0, and that is the quadratic equation. B, I'm given these roots, so I do the same. Take this value, the other side of the equal sign, so you'll have x, so it is positive, then now it becomes a negative, so it will be x minus 3 over 2 is equals to 0. Put them under bracket. Then take 6 the other side, this will be x minus 6 is equals to 0. Then after doing that one, multiply these two brackets, equate it to 0. So this one will be x minus 3 over 2 and x minus 6 then is equals to 0. So you expand now this one, this will be x multiplied by x minus 6, then minus 3 over 2 multiplied by x minus 6 is equals to 0. So if you open the bracket, this will be x squared minus 6x, then negative 3 over 2 times x will be negative 3 over 2x. Then this will be, if you multiply this one, it will be plus minus minus, so this one will be 9. So if you take 3 over 2 times 6 by 2 1 by 2 3, so this one will give you positive 9 is equals to 0. So I don't like dealing with the denominators. You can remove these 2 here by multiplying everything by 2. So you'll have, this will be 2x squared minus, this will be 12x minus, so this one 3 over 2x times 2, 2 cancels, you're going to remain with 3x, then plus 18 is equals to 0. So finally, if you add this one, so this one will be 2x squared, if you add this one will be minus negative 12x minus 3x, that will give you minus 15x plus 18 is equals to 0. And that is how you form quadratic equation from the roots. Another example, the length of a rectangular piece of land is 3 meters greater than its breadth. If its area is 270 meters squared, find the dimensions of the piece of land. So we can have a diagram here like this. So we are told that the length of the rectangular piece of land is 3 meters greater. So if the breadth is x, then the length will be x plus 3, like that one. So we are told that the area of this rectangular piece of land is 270. So if I multiply this length times the breadth, I'm supposed to get 270. So we'll have x plus 3 multiplied by x is supposed to give me 270. So if I open the bracket, this one, so this one will be x squared plus 3x is equals to 270. So you can bring this to 70 the other side, so that you have x squared plus 3x minus 270 is equals to 0, like that. Then these two, now you can factorize this expression, then you equate it to 0. So I told you if this is the coefficient of x squared is 1, just come up with two brackets like this, then start with x, then come up, look for two numbers that when you multiply them you get negative 270, and when you add you get 3. So if you're having a difficulty in getting those two numbers, just come up with this diagram 270 and do a checkup. Start with the 2, then you check 2. 2 goes to 270 how many times? Goes there 135. Then check these two numbers. If you multiply you get 270, but can you add to get 3? Even if you try to minus you can't. Go to the next one. 3. 2 cannot go to 135. Go to the next prime number, which is 3. Then 3 goes to 135, that is 45. Then compare these two, multiply this to get 6. So you compare 6 and 45. So is there a way that you can multiply to get to 70? Yes, but can you add to get 3? No. Continue, go down, then 3 again can go to 45, 15. So you multiply 2 times 3 times 3. So this will be 6 times 3, that is 18. So now you check 18 and 15. So if you multiply, you can get to 70. If you add, there's a way you can add them to get 3. So if you have 18 and 15, so there's a way where we can put a negative here, such that, so after getting the numbers, just come and say this will now be plus 18 and this one is minus 15, and you're done. Then you equate it to 0. So it means either this one is equals to 0 or this one is equals to 0. So x plus 18 can be equals to 0, meaning if you take 18 the other side, x will be equals to negative 18. Or x minus 15 is equals to 0, meaning if you take 15 the other side, x will be equals to 15. So we have been told to find the dimensions of a piece of land, so x cannot be negative, so you ignore this one. So it means the breadth or the width was 15. So we'll say breadth was 15 centimeters and length was 18 meters, and that is how you solve that one. So let's try another one. A girl is 4 times younger than her mother. 80 years ago, the product of their ages was 160 years. Find their present ages. So we can say we have a girl. So now we have girl and we have mother. Then we are told that a girl is 4 times younger. So if the girl is x, the mother will be 4x. That's what it means. 80 years ago, so 80 years ago. So if the girl now is x, 80 years ago her age was x minus 8. And the mother 80 years ago, her age was 4x minus 8. So we're told the product of their ages was 160. So this age times this age is supposed to give me 160. So that is, if I take x minus 8, I multiply by 4x minus 8, I'm supposed to get 160. So you can expand this one. So this is x into 4x minus 8, then minus 8 into 4x minus 8, which will give me 160. So if you open this bracket, this will be 4x squared minus 8x, then this will give you minus 32x, then this will be plus 64 is equals to 160. So you can rearrange this one, you can collect the like term. So this one will be 4x squared, so negative 8x minus 32x, that is minus 40x. Then you can bring this one, so this is plus 64 minus 160, minus 160 is equal to 0. Then this one, if you simplify, this will be 4x squared minus 40x, then 64 minus 160, that is minus 96, is equals to 0. So you can divide everything by 4 by 4 by 4. So finally we can have this one will be x squared minus 10x, then we'll have minus 24 is equals to 0. So 96 divided by 4 is negative 24. So that is our simplified quadratic equation. Now we can solve this one to get the value of x. So I said when the coefficient of x squared is 1, just come with 2 brackets, come up with 2 brackets, and inside start with x like that. Then look for 2 numbers that when you multiply them you get negative 24, when you add them you get negative 10. 2 numbers. So if you check, I told you if you don't know, just come up with a diagram here by 2, 12. Then start by checking these 2. If you multiply them you can get 24. If you add or minus them, this way you can get negative 10. So meaning you play around with the signs. So if you put here a negative, then you realize if you multiply 2 times negative 12 you get negative 24. If you try to add them, 2 plus minus 12 you get minus 10. So these are our values that we're looking for. So this will be 2 and negative 12. So just come and say this is plus 2 and this is minus 12. You are done. So you equate this one to 0. So this will be x plus 2 and x minus 12 is equals to 0. So it either means this one is equals to 0 or this one is equals to 0. So we'll have x plus 2 is equals to 0, meaning if you take 2 the other side, x will be equals to negative 2. Or x minus 12 is equals to 0, meaning if you take 12 the other side, x will be equals to 12. So edges cannot be negative, so we ignore this one and our answer will be x. So we are being told find their present age. So now so the girl from here, now the girl is x, so the girl is 12. Then the mother will be 12 times 4, which is 48. So the girl is 12 years and the mother is 48 years. So that is how we form and solve quadratic equation. You can try this one at your free time. The members of a journalism club of TRBD girls decided to buy a camera worth 4,000. Each member set to contribute the same amount of money. 15 members failed to make the contributions as agreed. As a result, each of the remaining members had to pay 60 more. If X represents the original number of members of the club, calculate the number of members who eventually contributed for the purchase of the camera. Thank you so much, and let's meet during our next lesson.